we've got the big one for you tonight. Castleton State College, you're looking at them right there, taking on CSJ, the Fighting Saints, on their home court. We'll get the starting lineups in just a second. Don't forget, you go to PEGTV.com. You can click video on demand. You can watch local sports, Munger Vision to be exact. Anytime, anywhere. Mike Knight coming out. He'll be wearing number 34 for Castleton. Well, you know, I guess I'll keep it on the end of the huddle. Rutland's Mark Comstock coming out, number 33. Now, West Rutland's Greg Hughes. Of course, that's one of the storylines tonight. Hughes and Ryder both played for Coach Bartlett at West Rutland. They'll be matched up tonight against each other. We'll get the St. Joe's starting lineup for you. There you've got the starting five. Bill Bartlett, of course, the head coach at CSJ, after the national anthem of the opening tip-off on Munger Vision Castleton taking on CSJ. For CSJ, this will be the first game that Tony Wilburn has been available, and I tell you, I have high expectations of him. We'll see how he plays out tonight. Greg Hughes, Jamie Ryder, that's a great storyline. It'll be KJ Jackson jumping against Mark Comstock, who played his schoolyard ball at Christ the King School. Then played a year at MSJ and then ended up at Rutland. Here he's at Castleton having a big year. It'll be Hughes and Ryder right away. They'll be matched up defensively against each other. Comstock's going to be a load right there defensively to handle. They're going to put Jobst on him. Jobst to start off the ball game. Comstock, a very good three-point shooter. 20-minute halves, overtime if necessary. Last year it was a great ball game. This year should be no different. I was at a CSJ practice earlier in the month, and I just said to the guys, well, I can't wait for that Castleton game, and they all responded in unison, I can't wait either. That was Jackson with the block, then he picked up the foul. Great hustle by Mike Knight down to number 34. Rutland's very own Joe McKiernan with the call. And that's going to be big. KJ Jackson needing to stay out of foul trouble tonight. He'll pick a foul up in the first 36 seconds of the ball game. So Mike Knight after a long pause, all set for his free throw. We'll get to that shot. I hope he make it after taking that much time. I almost had time to run out the lobby. Posing himself with a 1-0 score. He'll get them both. A very dramatic set of free throws, but it'll be out from the foot of Ryder and Hughes and Ryder, and that's going to be fun to watch tonight. Almost travel Comstock will be bumped, make the basket. Could have easily been the and one. Very quickly, 3-0 Castleton. And a blocking foul on Hughes. Wilburn with the quick push will draw the foul. Hughes will pick up his first personal foul. You know, I expect the first couple minutes to be like what we just saw, but then it settled down into strategic basketball. Right now there's a lot of adrenaline out there, a lot of hype leading up to the ball game. But now you got to play it. You got to settle into the natural flow and rhythm of the game. Wilburn with the touch, he holds it outside to Ryder. Now Ryder doesn't take as many shots as he could, but he's been a 1,000-point scorer at West Rutland. He can hit the three ball on a regular basis. That's Wilburn. There's the cut by Jobst. Still goes strong and got it over Jobst. The English major with an A there as he'll get the first points of the night for CSJ. And I just think Comstock's going to be a tough matchup defensively. That pass goes off to Jared Paul. Paul will take the dribble and bring it back to Hughes. Nice grab by Comstock on this side. There's Paul. Got down on the blocks. Little block shot by KJ Jackson. He said, "Get out of my house." That what happened. They reset the shot clock on the block. Done. So they're going to bring it down to 25 seconds. Kind of generous, I think, but it'll be Castleton basketball side out. 4-2 the score. Castleton with lead. And Hughes going to take the ball out of bounds, number 21. That's Ryder right there. And I tell you, they played a lot of ball together. That's Knight with the basketball. Wants to hand it off to Hughes. On the spin, the ball knocked away by Ryder, push forward, and going to be off from Paul out of bounds. Goes off from Castleton out of bounds. Raheem Smalls there to help advance that play into the favor of CSJ. Evan Yops and Jamie Ryder in the backcourt. 18-10 to go in the first half of play. You're watching Munger Vision, of course. If you're watching the big local sports games, you're watching Munger Vision. Any local sports game, you're watching Munger Vision. They're all big. Wilburn going to dump it down along the baseline, get the ball back. That's a 3-ball by Wilburn and no good. Long rebound. Hughes will take it away from Comstock. Looking for the long pass, and he'll get it to Paul. There's Knight. Makes the drive off the penetration. Got the basket and the foul. That'll be on KJ Jackson. That's the worst start that Coach Bartlett could have hoped for, as it's going to be 2 fouls very quickly on his big man, who's playing out of position, not a true center. But it was Knight's quick first step and the overplay defensively by Jackson. And there goes 7-2. Yeah, and they're going to bring Triplett in. They lose a lot of height right now. Triplett, first year at CSJ. Patrick Triplett Jr. to be exact. He's in to replace KJ Jackson. He's going to sit with the 2 fouls. I was surprised to see Triplett. As Triplett steps out of bounds and the ball go over to Castleton. Up 7-2 with 17:36 to go in the first half of play. See Wilburn pressuring Hughes. And that'll be a foul on Wilburn. Boy, they're going to call it tight. On the hold. Well, I'm just saying, I was surprised to see Triplett come in the ballgame. I thought he might go to Dane Yobst or Rios to get just a little more height in there. A very small CSJ team right now on the floor. Ryder and Hughes. There's the backdoor cut. Paul hesitated, waited, let the defender go by, lost the handle, will force the ball out. And we'll get it in the hands of Comstock, played by Triplett. Triplett's got to settle right now. He's a little juice. He's like a electrical wire in a puddle of water right now, bouncing all around out there. David Cochran, number 30 in the ballgame for Castleton. I watched him in the shoot-around, and he was extremely accurate on his outside shot. Hughes, looking for some help, will find Paul. He'll make the grab, put up a long 3-ball in front rim it. The rebound to Yops. He'll get it into Wilburn's hand, and it went out of bounds. CSJ right now playing a little faster than they can process the game. They're going faster than they can handle it right now. They've got to kind of get a handle on the game right now and play their style of basketball. They're down 7-2, but between the 3 team fouls already, the 2 on KJ Jackson and the turnovers, they don't want to be playing uphill all night. Comstock had the touch. Paul with the basketball now. Paul on the drive up, and boy, again, they're letting them get too easily into the paint. The drive was too easy. They've got to stop the basketball defensively much higher than that. That is the 4th team foul already, and that will lead to a CSJ timeout as Wilburn will pick up. No, I'm sorry, that's not Wilburn. That's Smalls that will pick up the foul. And with the timeout taken, it is 7-2. Castleton with the lead over CSJ on Munger Vision. Don't forget, I'll have the Grand Union player of the game. They'll receive the donated shirt from Grand Union. The CSJ player of the game. There's Paul up, and Paul good with that free throw. Well, I know it's early in the contest, but Castleton right now very good from the free throw line. That's the 4th team foul on CSJ. They're down 8-2 right now to the Castleton State College Spartans, and that will be good also. And Triplett he just acts overhyped right now. He's got to settle down. I'm not sure what Coach Bartlett talked about in the huddle, but it's pretty obvious to see they got to go and play CSJ basketball. Wilburn to Jobst. Comstock there defensively. Jobst trapped by Hughes, throws over the top of the defense. Just does get the ball to Wilburn. There's Smalls inside. A nice finish by Raheem. And again, they settled down that offensive set, worked the ball around. Everybody got some touches. They were able to find the open man, and then Smalls with that nice shot of his has a very good offensive touch. See Mike Knight step out and get the basketball. He goes right by Wilburn. Boy, again, he had penetrated too easily below the free throw line, and that's going to be a long three. No good. Rida with the rebound will go behind the back, between the legs, and break the timeline now. And that's going to be his old buddy Hughes picking him up. And CSJ going to work against that 2-3 zone being played out there by Castleton State College. Rida. 15 on the shot clock. Smalls finds a seam, reversed layup, no good, and it's going to be Cochran with the rebound. Again, nice execution just to get the finish, and here comes Hughes. Triplett was there, and he took away the paint at the free throw line. Comstock will bring the ball. He'll bounce out to the center court logo. Wait for Hughes to come up now and get the basketball. Whereas Hughes' sister, Melissa Hughes, played for West Rutland, also played on a championship girls basketball team for Coach Carl Sorani. And that's knocked away from behind by Raheem Smalls, but it's going to stay with Castleton State College. We're in the first half of play, 15:04 to go. And coming in now for Castleton will be John Budwick, number 45, and number 10, Kevin Eisenberg. So Budwick, who was in the shoot-around before the official warm-ups, was slamming the ball down. He comes in, he's a pretty imposing-looking figure out there, very tall young man. It's Eisenberg's going to take the ball out of bounds for Castleton. He just checked into the ball game. And he'll come up top to Comstock. Now 4 seconds on the shot clock. Hughes up, 3-balling it, and no. They'll get the ball back at a new 35-second shot clock. A long rebound came out to Eisenberg as he stood at the elbow wide open. CSJ getting matching up in that man-to-man defense. And now I'm trying to follow him here because we've gone back into the zone. Now they've gone zone. There's a slide down inside and travel. Nice job by Smalls to help out on the baseline and force the travel against Budwick. Budwick was a little further out than what he wanted to really set up his offense with right there. 14.5 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 5-point Castleton lead. Jobst. Wilburn going to take it from the outside. No. Hit the shot clock, actually. That's why it was out of bounds. Brendan Rios, number 13, coming in for the first time tonight for Evan Jobst. Rios, freshman on the team. He's a left-handed shot and extremely quick. He gives him a little different look offensively than Jobst does. Triplett stays on top of that defensive posture out there. Eisenberg faked the long three and gave it to Hughes. 17 on the shot clock. Tell you, both teams being extremely patient now. After the first 2.5, 3 minutes have gone by, the team's starting to settle down now. Eisenberg, no. Weak side rebound came down to Rios. Here comes Wilburn. Wilburn. Numbers right there. Comstock and Hughes stopped him, and that's Smalls, and a lot of traffic got fouled. I believe Hughes. I'm sorry, it is not Hughes. Number 45, Budwick. Budwick will pick up the foul. That'll be the second team foul, and with 13:40 to go in the first half, it's 9-4 Castleton with a lead over CSJ. On the play. I thought the points would come a little bit easier for both sides here. Triplett from the inside out as they play a little inside out right now. They'll spread the floor on the perimeter. Rios had the touch. He'll go back to Wilburn. I'll tell you, that was a well-set play. The defense overloaded on one side. Rios settles for a long outside shot. It's off the mark. The initial play they ran, talking about CSJ, it worked perfectly, except they didn't make the catch. Hughes and Wilburn. That's Knight with the ball. Smalls matched up on that side with him. There's a cut inside. Wilburn will come over and take the ball off the hands of Budwick, and now Wilburn with the push. Boy, I tell you, that's a great no call, seriously, because both players there should get Academy Awards, to tell you the truth. But another turnover on the Fighting Saints. Saints have been resilient this year in games that they have trailed, and they've been able to come back, neither win or make it a close ball game. If they play with the intensity and execution they did against Middlebury College, Comstock with a nice move, they get the finish. Ryda now into the front court between circle, stands at the top of the arc, faced the trap, gave it to Rios. Tried to force the ball in the triplet, and the defense had overloaded on that side of the court, and that just was never going to be a completed pass. Yet another turnover for the Fighting Saints here in the first half. Well, obviously, one thing to talk about at halftime is eliminate these turnovers. Some of it's due to Castleton's defense, and a lot of it's due to just the wrong read and the wrong pass. Budwick to Comstock, oh, great spin move. Stripped by Wilburn, and he controls the basketball into the front court. We'll get it to Smalls, goes inside the defender, up, and they're going to call a foul on Knight. He slid defensively, he heads to the left side. That'll be the blocking foul called. And 2 shots. Joe McKernan with the call. Joe did the MSJ Fairhaven game last night that you can see on Channel 15 because Munger Vision was there. Keith Schneider, who played for Fairhaven High School, at the scores table getting set to check in. Dane Yops, 23, a freshman for CSJ. He'll be coming in also. Small, nothing but Twine. Cuts the lead to 4. Dami Mustafa, number 24, coming in along with Schneider for Castleton, and also number 13, Tyler Ackley. So each team with good benches going right to them, keeping the legs fresh. Well, settling in, it's going to be a grinded out type of affair. And Small's second shot won't happen. Budwick with the rebound, he'll hand the ball off, and it'll be Ackley bringing the ball up right now. So Ackley, number 13, matched up against Rios. Pass to Eisenberg. Well, almost knocked away. It is knocked away. Smalls will push it forward. He'll chase it down. Jump stop. Got it. Smalls worked that ball about as choppily down the floor as he could. Wilburn stilled it and then threw it back in bounds, and he's coming back in defensively. Budwick down low, turns. There's a double team, and Dane Yops got a piece of the ball and slapped it out of bounds. Again, the defense taking place before Budwick catches the ball by forcing him further out away from the baskets when he's making the catch. He's really not in position to run his offense. Schneider, nowhere to go, so he just dropped the ball up to Budwick. Now it goes into the hands of Ackley. And Ramal Anderson, number 10, first time in the ballgame for CSJ, overcommitted, and they'll lob it up into Budwick, up, and no. Again, he was too far into the basket that time, took a little bump, and that threw a shot off. CSJ with a chance for a tie or a lead here as they've settled down nicely since the timeout taken, the first timeout taken by Coach Bartlett. Up and got it! Rios with the bucket! Rios Grande from the outside makes it 10-9, CSJ. CSJ with an intense game tonight, and even another big one tomorrow against Clarkson. Eisenberg, illegal screen call. Joe McKernan with the call. Yeah, they got to make the official call before the substitutions can come in. It's Paul and Cochran to come in for Castleton. And now they can come in and make the substitution. Yeah, they're all set now. They're just getting things organized with the number, the foul number call. Okay, that's what they came over to confirm was the jersey number, who the foul was on. It was Mustafa picking up the foul. 10-9 CSJ after trailing 7-2. And 9-4. Again, like I said, they match up well against Castleton. It was just they came out and they were actually just a little bit too hyped. Anderson rims out, rebound. Will come down to Mustafa. There's the outlet to Ackley. Up ahead to Paul. He'll stop and take the 3 ball. Got it! Oh, Twine for Paul. The lead back is Castleton, 12-10. And it was, CSJ was forcing, there's a travel call. Anderson called for the travel. Remember, Anderson had a good start to the season, then had that ankle injury that kept him out surprisingly a long time. So he's trying to work himself back in the game condition here. Cochran had to touch, Mustafa, number 24, in between, and Ackley ended up with the basketball. Paul with nowhere to shoot, get back outside, and it's good. Ackley with a three-pointer this time, and the lead goes 15-10. Castleton on a run themselves now. They're on a 6-0 run after trailing 10-9. Rios, three-balling, no, front rim to Smalls. Will take the strong step to the hole. Wilburn ended up with the basketball, and Anderson will be off the mark. And that's Dainyops inside. Position on the box out. Last touch by Castleton will be CSJ basketball right on number 11, and Evan Yops 22 in the ballgame. Smalls and Anderson will sit down for CSJ. And they haven't reset the shot clock to 35. 9:26 to go in the first half. Castleton by 5. Well, I'll tell you, Ryder left alone, able to set his feet, take the shot, and a rare miss for him. Schneider up and missed it. Here comes the push the other way. Ryder full throttle. It's cut off from going any further in by Schneider. Good hustle by Schneider to get in there and stop the penetration of the ball from coming in any deeper. Rios thought about it, pulled it down. Wilburn, he'll think about it and take it. No, way off the mark by Wilburn. Schneider able to push the ball to Ackley. Ackley front court. They got to get their spacing right now. The gap in there they go. Castleton getting organized on the offensive end, and Ackley with Yops on him defensively. Both Yops are in the ballgame. Rios will get called for the foul. Yeah, he had the right idea. He just reacted late to get out there, and it'll be the blocking foul on Rios. Or a push, whatever Joe wants to call it. So Rios pick up his first personal foul. Mike Knight coming in for Mustafa for Castleton. Knight will be wearing number 34. And Schneider played for Fairhaven in high school. At Castleton now. A good program out there. Ackley last second saw the ball, got the ball, faked the outside shot, and then gave it up to Cochran, and that will be a rebound by Schneider, and he'll get a new 35-second shot clock to work with. But Ryder making life miserable out there. As that will become a turnover, and Yops will call a timeout. Oh, they're going to call a foul. I thought Yops was looking for the timeout to call a foul on Cochran, and it'll be interesting to see what the foul was. Hold. So Saints will retain possession. And that'll even things up at 5 team fouls apiece. So that was a category that the Saints had led in that they didn't want to lead in. And Small's going to be coming back in for Rios. So Rios, a stable job out there. 15-10, 8 minutes to go in first half. Castleton State College would lead there in the dark green uniforms. You're watching Munger Vision on PEGTV. You can also go to PEGTV.com to watch the local sports action. Smalls got swallowed up on that defense, and last touched by Smalls. He kind of lost where he was on the floor, it looked like, and then the defense just clamped down on him. Ackley has ran the point since he's come into the ball game just about 3.5 minutes ago. Paul with the grab, and so Wilburn was there defensively. Schneider, yes, he'll get the bounce. 17-10, lead to 7 now for Castleton. Ryder with the spin move away. That's bounced around, and good job by Castleton. They'll come up with another turnover, force the turnover. They'll bring Triplett into the ball game. As Cochran got it. They beat him down the floor, and it's a 9-point lead now. See how long CSJ will go before they call a timeout here to get themselves organized to settle down. 19-10 Castleton. Wilburn sealed off again, wanted to go into the basket, had nowhere to go once the defense on that side clamped down the trap. Smalls, great look, and the finish by Dainyops. Tell you, that was a no-look pass from Raheem Smalls, and I don't know how he saw Yops there, but they needed those 2 points badly. Cuts the lead back to 7. Yeah, and Yops will pick up the foul. That'll be the 6th team foul, and I believe it's his first personal. It is. Rios and Triplet in the ball game for Wilburn and Dane Yops. And Hughes and Comstock back in the ball game for Castleton. Boy, Comstock might have been held. They didn't call it, and he'll go up and gently finish it off. Nice move by Comstock. He was a fun young man to watch play basketball for Christ the King. Rios, no. A one and done, and Mike Knight came down the rebound. Here's Hughes with the long pass up ahead to Paul. He likes that outside shot, and not this time, though. Triplet. To Ryda. He'll get the quick push front court. Nothing happened in defense transition nicely. 6 minutes to go in the first half, and to Castleton's credit, they have held CSJ to just 12 points in 14 minutes of basketball. A lot of turnovers by the Saints in this first half. Triplet up top, and then Rios. I think the shot selection, to be quite honest with you, hasn't been the best right now for the Saints. And there's the foul on Ryda. That will send Paul to the line to shoot 2. 2 shots, and I believe that's the first personal foul on Jamie Ryda. It is. So Paul heading to the line, and they have to wait for the second shot. I just got to wait to see the numbers. Paul will step up to the line with 5:45 to go in the first half, and his shot will be right on the money. Now, I believe Castleton has missed just the 1 free throw in this first half, as Cochran will come out of the ball game for Castleton, and Matt Cooney will take his spot. Number 12 on the floor in dark green. The lead now at 10, at 22 to 10. 23 to 12, I'm sorry, 23 to 12. All right, wraps the pass around again. Rios, he got it there. That would have been pretty crippling. Oh, Cooney all alone will go up and get the shot. And nobody looked at the back door on the weak side, and that was an easy basket for Cooney. 25-15, lead still at 10. This is Jops now with the basketball. To Rios, wants to take Cooney off the dribble, and we have a push call on Cooney. A lot of hand checking going on. That time will be called. That's his first personal in team 6. CSJ team-wise, fall-wise, already at 7 fouls. So Castleton just one away from putting them in the bonus. Smalls up and finished it. Smalls is an extremely physically strong player. See him take and make contact, open himself up for the shots down there. 25-17 Castleton. But I tell you, Paul came off the baseline open. They just didn't give him the ball. Ryda with the steal off the dribble, stripped away by Knight. And it's going to be, should be white basketball. It's going to be CSJ basketball. Great action, Ryda. Did not expect that speed from Knight to come up from behind him and knock the ball away. We're under 5 minutes now. 4:55 to be exact here in this first half of play. Again, trying to throw inside to the free throw line on that defensive alignment. Hughes got it. Oh, you can see the numbers right there. CSJ just not getting back defensively. It can't be much simpler than that. 27-17. They were just out hustled down the floor. Rios, I tell you, I don't like that as the offense, because if he makes it, it's great. If he misses it, you're backpedaling on defense again. Cooney to Hughes going 3-balling. Sets, fires, no good. Rebound will be Smalls. He'll lose his balance and travel. Yeah, Yops and Hughes got confused. They're the same teammates. They fouled for the ball, and they'll become Castleton basketball. Raheem Smalls, slow to get up, but I think that's more of a mental thing than anything physical. Wilburn coming in for Smalls for CSJ. Yeah, and they're going to need a towel. There's some moisture on the floor. And Coach Bartlett, in his 3rd season here at CSJ, took over for Jim Graffel. Again, I've said it before, but what a job of recruiting he did this past 2 seasons. Is a full roster, a lot of talent, a lot of underclassmen. Should be a strong program for the next several seasons to come. Of course, he had his prior to being a head coach here. He was at West Rutland and had a lot of success out there. They'll make the toss back to Hughes. He'll look to the sideline and make the play call. They have 25 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time here to get into their offense, take the time and not rush it. Paul from this side of the court, up and got it! Paul! Bombing him in from the outside. Pretty much pretty good consistency right now. He's very accurate. Rios will attack the hoop from the baseline. I like that. Much better. Yeah, as he'll go inside 30 to 19. CSJ back this time defensively. Oh, they're going to count that? I'll tell you what, yeah, Coach Bartlett pointing about 6 feet from the basket where the foul was called on the floor, and there was no offensive move toward the hole, but they're going to count the bucket and give them the and one. That's pretty generous right there on the continuation. So Ackley and Eisenberg come back in, number 13 and 10 respectively for Castleton. Comstock at the line, trying to finish off the three-point play. Smalls for CSJ coming off the bench after a very brief rest. He'll be back in for triplet. As Evan Yops picked up his second personal foul. And everybody all set now. It's a lot of switching, a lot of substitutions took place on that play. Mark Comstock eyes on the basket and switching. Castleton, like I said, might have missed two, but I think it's just one free throw here in his first half. And the lead at 14 at 33-19. Awesome. A lot to talk about at halftime for CSJ, but one of the things is take care of the basketball, make some better decisions. Well, they're fortunate to get that ball back, try and throw it in the middle of that defense. They're throwing it into the triangle on the inside portion of the defense. I think try to go inside a little bit more with their they're settling for three-point shots. Ryda with a great steal coming the other way. There's the give. Count the bucket! Rios on the inside, the recipient of the great pass from Ryda, will get the bucket and one. Yeah, and Ackley will pick up the foul. It's going to be his first personal. Each team in the bonus. This has nothing to do with that. This is the and one after the made shot. Rios got it. And all this taking place with 3 minutes to go in the first half. 33-22. And there's Wilburn on the help. Came around and there's the finish there. Boy, Wilburn having all kinds of trouble finding the bottom of the bucket here in his first half of basketball. And the Saints cut the lead to 9 now. And a chance to do more damage as they'll throw the ball away. And Wilburn will head to the sideline. He'll take the ball out of bounds. And I missed the substitution. I believe it came in for Castleton. But with 2:48 to go, the Saints trying to finish strong here in the first half. Now, the other thing to talk about is just simply getting back on defense. Talking about CSJ. Wilburn in the air, past the Yops. He got on the baseline, and wow, big time foul by Paul, who actually tomahawk chopped at him. And Yops getting up. Might have embellished it a tad, but going to the line to shoot a couple. I'll tell you, if you're going to commit a foul and get your money's worth, Paul did it right there, and that'll be his first personal. Major, you have Yops at the line now. That's the 8th team foul on Castleton. It's irrelevant in this situation. It's going to be 2 shots all the way, but cuts the lead to 8 now at 33-25. Yops on his second shot. No. Comstock reacts quickly. It's a shot just nicked the front of the rim and came straight down to Mark Comstock. Hughes killed the dribble early and high until he's way up top. Knight, up, Knight, no. Great drive. Nice soft shot, just didn't get it. Last touch by the Saints. It's going to be Castleton basketball. They'll have 35 new seconds on the shot clock. With 2:13 to go in the first half. Hughes on the baseline. To Eisenberg to the bucket. Got it! Oh, nobody rotated around and got out there defensively on the perimeter. And Eisenberg able to square, set, and fire, and puts the lead back to 11. Rida, short. Nice grab by Paul. And then Yops came in undetected. And boy, I'm not sure how that wasn't a travel. I'm not sure how it wasn't a foul. That was pretty ugly, but it'll come up with no damage done by anybody. Knight alone, no. Rebound Smalls. Finds Rida as he comes to this left side of the court. To Wilburn, a minute and a half to go in the first half. Saints, Rios putting it up. No. I just feel that they're really relying too much on that outside shot right now. As Ramel Anderson checking in at the scorers table for the CSJ, will be coming in into the next opportunity. This is Knight with the ball, Wilburn on him. The pace all of a sudden has settled down to a grind here. Oh, a nice ball fake by Eisenberg. The shot off the mark. The rebound to Yops, up ahead to Wilburn. Wilburn got some NCAA steps there. And last touch by Castleton. It'll be CSJ basketball. As Mustafa, number 24, coming in the ball game. Dami Mustafa for Castleton, along with Schneider, 31. Those changes taking place with 56.4 seconds to go in the first half. Anderson to Wilburn. Shot clock's at 24. Anderson catches, fires, no. Small's able to tip the ball back and gives the Saints possession again. I just think shot selection has been questionable here in this first half by the Saints. Wilburn will put the ball on the floor and almost lost the dribble. There's Anderson and Rida. Look up at the clock. Shot clock's at 18. Game clock's at 32. Rida from way outside. So I'll tell you, Anderson got the rebound, caught the rebound, and just put the shot up on the same motion. Hughes to play for one shot. 14 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock's obviously off. Paul, this time the perimeter defense coming way out on Paul. Any fouls being shot. Sets up and no. I tell you, as the clock winds down, a sloppy finish to the first half by CSJ. Castleton with a 36-25 lead over the Saints on Munger Vision. We'll see what CSJ's got over in the locker room in Chalk Talk. A couple things I've touched upon. Many of the coaches in the stands agreed with Fritzley was getting back defensively. Transitionally, they're just getting beat down the floor. Shot selection was another thing. Take care of that basketball. Those are the three things on the to-do list that I came up with at halftime. Is Rida will roll the ball, Yops up and can't get the finish. Rebound will be Smalls, and he traveled. Yeah, well, is that or step on his teammate? And I think if he had to do it over again, he was stepped on Yops, but it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Castleton with the basketball. I'll tell you, seriously, the first 5-6 minutes can really tell you what the tone of the second half will be like. And it's down by Saints down by 11 points. It's extremely important for them to come up with a good start here. KJ Jackson back in there too. Don't forget, KJ Jackson set down a lot, if not most of that first half with 2 fouls. And of course, he represents their height. He'll play Cochran here. He'll come out tonight. Knight will give it to Hughes. CSJ on the defense will go up Comstock, no good. And this time Smalls will hold the rebound, and he'll outlet the basketball to Jamie Rida. Wilburn setting up the offense. Like I said, Wilburn's first official game with the Saints. He was ineligible in the first half. And that pass, again, you've got to read the defense. You know, you can't throw diagonally across that defense. And Hughes will draw the foul on Wilburn. Not a good start in the first minute and 10 seconds here for the Saints in the second half. Greg Hughes will step to the line. That'll be Wilburn's second personal foul. So it's KJ Jackson, Tony Wilburn, Raheem Smalls, Jamie Rida, and Evan Yops on the floor for CSJ. It is Paul, number 20, Comstock 33, Cochran, number 30, Knight 34, and Hughes 21 on the floor for Castleton. And he'll get 1 of 2. Again, as a team in that first half, Castleton had to shoot 80% or better from the free throw line. Yops will hold the ball and penetrate off the dribble, go to Small, strip ball. It'll be Knight agreeing with the call by the official. Never a bad move by the player to give the official the thumbs up on a foul call against yourself. The Saints didn't get to the line a lot in that first half, but Smalls will step up there. And he's usually a pretty decent free throw shooter. Go to the line with this team down 37-25 right now. That's the second foul on Knight. First on Castleton. Second half of play. Yep, that was short that time. Right now, the Saints' offense just struggling in every aspect of the word. And well, he went from being short to being way long because he was just thinking too much. Paul quickly in the front court. Now, Paul was the perimeter shooter for Castleton in that first half. They're going to see if she's going to have to come out and play him tighter on the edge. This is Comstock matched up against Jobs. Oh, what a great play. There's a dunk as Comstock will flush it. That's the thing I'd worried about when I saw Jobs with the matchup. When he has no help on the backside, it's a travel call. Now, when he's got no help on the backside, Comstock will beat him off the dribble every time. I'm not sure defensively. They had cleared the floor for Comstock, isolated him on the side against Jobs. Then you saw the dividends paid on that big jam. Another turnover on the Saints on the travel, and Cochran came back to make the touch. We'll give the ball back tonight to Hughes. It's just little fundamental things right now. They're just killing CSJ. Boy, that's should be a travel call. They didn't get it, so Hughes, all the way below the free throw line, will kick it out for Comstock. Got it with a defender in his face. Comstock will nail it from the outside, and the lead has ballooned to 41-25. Castleton. Like I said, it doesn't get any easier tomorrow. Clarkson's here tomorrow for CSJ. Why? Yeah, that was definitely tipped by Castleton. And boy, CSJ beating themselves and not getting any help right there from the officials. On a ball that was obviously tipped because the whole flight pattern changed on it and it fluttered out of bounds. Even Castleton was getting in a defensive posture, thinking it was going to be, they were going to be setting up defensively. Right now, Comstock is becoming a huge problem for CSJ because he's starting to get his number called. They're looking for him more offensively, and he's exerting himself. 41-25, second half action. Saints being held to 25 points in the ball game. Ryder off the mark. KJ Jackson with another rebound and the finish this time. Rios off the bench for Coach Bartlett, getting set to check back in the ball game. Hughes got a little bit too fancy and will have a foul called on Comstock. Now Hughes went behind the back in a crowd of people and two hands swatting at the ball, knocked it free, and then the push called on Comstock. And that's going to be the first foul on Mark Comstock. As you can see, Rios making his way over to the sideline. He'll bring the ball into play to Wilburn. The defense has played well for Castleton, but CSJ has hurt themselves an awful lot, making the defense look a lot better than it was. It's been good, but not. And I know he made it, but I just think they're relying on that outside shot way too much. Rios now, I believe that's 3 threes in the ball game for him. Cuts the lead to 11 at 41-30. Comstock with KJ Jackson on him. Works off the screen, will get in the air, and boy, just beautiful move by Comstock. Then he goes up, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Comstock with the original shot, and then the rebound, and then the finish. Oh, that's just good stuff by Comstock. I don't know if I mentioned it or not. It has nothing to do with basketball, but Comstock coming from a very talented family. His dad, Billy Comstock, was a great athlete for MSJ in the late 60s. And he's also the founder of Satin Steel, the music band. I gotta agree with Phil on that. That's a foul when he's trying to drive, and they haven't got the call all night. Mustafa and Schneider check in the ballgame. Ackley also checks in. Those are all Castleton changes. CSJ down by 13. And nice grab by Rida. He came around, spinning down. Rida to Rios. This time Schneider came out, or as Comstock came out, took away the chance for the outside shot. Wilburn will push the ball to Rida, who will get up, get control of it, takes the shot, and that's going to be a, yeah, boy, you talk about getting bailed out right there as the shot clock had expired. And on a desperation three, Rida was fouled by Schneider, and he'll receive 3 free throws now. That's making something out of nothing right there by Rida. It was ugly, but they need offense, any type of offense right now. Rida will swish the first to 3. Yeah, they got to wait because it's a 3-shot foul, so Comstock is going to be coming out of the ball game, and it'll be Eisenberg, number 10, coming in for him. Got the second one, 2 for 2 on this trip. So looking to cut the lead to 10 on his last free throw. He will do so. So Ackley, they extended the defense at that time with Rida. I think they're just trying to anything to get jump started here and create some momentum. And Rida got a hand on it. And last touch by Paul. As the ball will go out of bounds, and CSJ now with back-to-back possessions with no score in between. Down by 10. I mean, I look at that score, and I'm thinking on a basket here, they could be down as low as 7 or 8 points, and they just haven't played that well. Wilburn, throw back over the top, didn't let the trap settle. Rida, fake the 3, penetrated, we'll give it back to Rios. Shot clock down to 16, Wilburn with the catch, up from the baseline, can't get it. He struggled looking for the shot all night, still searching for it. Eisenberg and Ackley, and they're going to have Paul also out there on the perimeter. Schneider will step up on the far side. This is Schneider with the basketball. Gives it off to Eisenberg. Drew the defense to him. Shot up and no good. Rebound by Wilburn. He's got a chance to push the ball, and he'll get it below the paint, kick it out, and this is a 3-ball. Rios got the bounce. And the Saints down by just 7 somehow here with 14:22 to go in the second half. Ackley being guarded by Wilburn will pull the ball back out between circles, and he'll set the formation now up and run through the plays. Mustafa with the touch will give it off to Ackley. Ackley working off the screen, took the bump, got the defender. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul. No way that isn't. That's a great call. I mean, he almost was like a fullback on a lead block. He put his shoulder out so far. I mean, right idea trying to make something happen, but that was an obvious foul, offensive foul, and they'll be the Saints now down by 7 with the basketball. That's the 4th team foul on Castleton, just 1 on CSJ. Well, winning ugly's okay too, and Rios again, quick decision, takes the shot, in and out, no good. Here comes Ackley for Castleton. They push him to the front court, give it off to Paul on that far side. He'll split the defense, get through there, and was, oh, what a late whistle. Well, I think KJ just picked up his 3rd. Oh, they're going to give it to Wilburn. That is actually a break, as Jackson actually lobbied for his teammate to get the ball. So Wilburn will pick up the personal foul. That will be 3 on Wilburn. It would have been 3 on either Jackson or Wilburn. And they'll send Paul to the line to shoot a couple. That's going to be the 2nd team foul on CSJ. Shot good by Paul. Paul's been very good shooting, whether he's been in the flow of the offense and the field or at the free throw line. He's been very impressive. Mark Comstock, 33, back at the scorers table. He's going to be checking in for the shooter, Paul. And here he comes. That'll push the lead back up to 9 at 45-36. No pressure in the backcourt, but Mustafa will pick Wilburn up at midcourt. Boy, Wilburn just bowled his way down the center of the floor, and Rida with the catch. Rida will dribble back, retreat, and there's the trap. Nice job by Rida just to stay composed. nice aggressive extension of the defense. They've got a push call. Everybody went up, and everybody came down with the ball. No shots, no blocks. That foul will be on Ackley. That's going to be his second foul in a row. It'll be Ryder taking the ball out of bounds. We're going that stack formation. Hughes back in the ball game, number 21 for Castleton. And Wilburn has searched all night for some offense. Rios has had no shyness about shooting. 4 threes for Rios. And don't forget, I got the CSJ Player of the Game donated Grand Union t-shirt coming up at the end of the ball game. 45-36. Castleton State College with the lead, but it's shrinking right now. Again, they cleared out this side of the floor and they put Rios. So I think Rios picked up the foul, not Jackson. There you go. Yeah, he had a lot of different digits up there, but it'll be on Rios. That's his third foul, so Rios and Wilburn both with 3 personal fouls apiece. Oh, they'll change it to 2 now, so it's 2 on Rios. It's Comstock up and got it. 45 turns to 46 to 39. I'll tell you, defensively, when you see that clear out and they isolate Comstock on his defender on this side of the floor, they're going to have to come up with some type of help defense on the weak side. There's nobody defensively that can handle Comstock one-on-one with an open floor. Matchup-wise, he's just too big and strong. Triplett going to be coming in the ballgame for the Saints. That's going to stay with the Saints. The shot clock at 25. Cochran, number 30, and Knight, number 34 in the ballgame for Castleton. As Mustafa and Schneider will check out. Ryder with the grab. Gives the ball off the side to Wilburn. They'll rotate it around to Rios. Wilburn up and got it! 3-ball for Wilburn. Well, you got to get hot. This is the best time for Wilburn. Lead down to 5, 47-42. 5 team fouls on Castleton, 3 on CSJ. This is Cochran with the basketball. Now they got Rios on Comstock down low, and they're talking about helping out. Yeah, and they're going to get Rios with his 3rd foul as he was trying everything he could do to hold back on Comstock. You can see the call there. And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Fighting Saints, down by just 5 with 12-12 to go in the second half of play on Munger Vision. That's Eisenberg. Nowhere to go down inside. He just met the pass and brought it back to Comstock. I'm speculating, but I would hope that the timeout taken by Coach Bartlett, they talked about this right here, Comstock isolated against Rios, needing some help type of defense. Cochran, oh, what a shot by Cochran. Little jump hook with the left hand. Rios. Yeah, that's going to be on Comstock before he made the move, and 33 is officially on Comstock. That's the 7th foul, so CSJ at the line the rest of the night. And that's a big number with 11:42 still to go in the second half. They're going to be at the free throw line on any foul the rest of the night. And Jackson on the front end of a 1-and-1. Got it. It's Paul coming in for Eisenberg for Castleton. Paul will be wearing number 20. And that'll drop. So Hughes and company up by 5, and they're going to slide the ball. Oh, look at Knight, just exploded the hole and draw the ball. What a great offensive move. Well, they were kind of hedging toward his left side. He just rolled off the other way and took it right down the paint. And Rios just definitely picked up his 3rd foul now. Actually, that's his 4th, so that's what the board has it at. That's 4 fouls on Rios. And they're going to go back to Smalls on the bench, and it'll be Raheem Smalls coming in on the second shot. It's Mike Knight at the line. something in there. Both Yopson brothers on the bench. It's actually Wilburn coming out of the ball game, and they keep Rios in there with the 4 fouls. That's an interesting play. 6-point ball game with 11.5 minutes to go here in the second half. Castleton with the lead and at the line, trying to add to it. A rare miss. Cochran up and no. KJ Jackson with the rebound. As Ryda to Smalls. Smalls offensively, not a lot of numbers tonight, but that can change quickly. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, look at Smalls right there. Talk about Smalls. And he obliged me right on cue. Paul with the pass. We'll give it back to Cochran. He'll swing it to Hughes. Again, they got to the outside defensively. That left the shooting hand open. Look at Cochran's. As Comstock snatched the rebound away and give him a new shot clock to work with. That's called inside-outside. No, that's the easy foul right there. As Knight was hit like a ton of bricks by KJ Jackson. And that's a tough way to earn it, but there's no shots coming up. That's on the baseline out of bounds. Possession foul. That's a 16 foul on CSJ. 3rd foul on KJ Jackson. And they're going to put Smalls on Comstock defensively. They give the ball back to Paul, and they had a new shot clock to work with. Castleton on the drive. Boy, I tell you, I like the way they attack the hole. Right up. We'll give it back. Rios going 3-ball in. Got it! 50-49. So they've come all the way back from a 16-point deficit. And Jordan's jump ball called as that's Raheem Smalls and Comstock tied up. 50-49. Castleton's lead down to 1 point. There'll be a full timeout taken. 50-49. Saints down by 1. I was just listening in. Some question on the official book. Castleton's book different than the official book right now. I'm not sure on what, but it was quite a lengthy timeout in the discussion. Paul, there's the cut by White, up and got it. Boy, what a patient offensive play by Castleton. It's Ryda to Rios. Rios had his number called a lot tonight, playing in foul trouble, but again, he's around 5 3-pointers made. Jackson to Triplet. He'll go up with a shot, and no. Yeah, they want the tempo kicked up. Hughes in the front court to Comstock. All the way, got it. Oh, what a pretty move by Comstock. Since that timeout, you can see Castleton coming out with a couple different giddy up in their step as they push the lead back to 54-49. Double dribble by Ryda. Good defense by Hughes. Ryda got in trouble stopping that far up away from the basket. And Wilburn going to be checking in the ballgame for Jamie Ryda. He needs a breather, and they're going to give him a blow right now and let him catch his breath. Yeah. Oh, he plays, you know that old expression, 110%? Well, he's like at 150% when he plays. Cochran being guarded by Triplet. They wanted the trap, and it's just slow and developing. Hughes now will slow the play down. Give it off on the elbow to Knight, and they'll roll the ball down inside to Paul. Oh, setting up Cochran. Got it! Tell you what, Cochran should be at the line shooting in the N1, but he drained that 3-pointer with the defender all over him. Offensive foul, wow. I tell you, no home cooking tonight for CSJ. I know Mark Comstock, and he's a big, strong guy, and he wouldn't fall down at the breath of fresh air went by him like that. Great job, though, of selling it to the official. 8:42 left in the ball game, and CSJ, since that Castleton timeout, has given up 7 straight points and turned the ball over a couple times. Smalls will go back and retrieve it, and there's a turnover by Castleton. Anthony Wilburn directing traffic. Right after a quick hydration break, will be coming back in. Evan Yopst in the ball game too. I missed that. Over to Rios. Rios with a smart look. Didn't throw back down into the trap. Wilburn. Oh, tough pass. Jackson with the handle. Got it. Jackson with an incredibly good catch. So Castleton with the push. Cochran with the grab. They'll roll the ball down inside the Paul. And that's going to be a foul on Ryda. Going to the line. And Ackley going to be checking in just a second. Oh, 1-on-1. Okay. The significance of that is it's before the shot, which means since that's the 17th foul, it's only the 1-on-1 instead of the automatic 2 shots. And it'll drop. He'll line back up, get the second shot. Got it. And we're going to have a change now. Schneider coming in for Cochran for Castleton. 59-51. Ryda with the pass now to Wilburn. Saints need to be cautious with the basketball. They can't afford turnovers at this juncture of the ball game. They can at any juncture, but they've made up so much territory. Wilburn short. Long rebound will come down. It'll be Paul. There's the give up and travel on Ackley. Yeah, made the catch. Just going to get the feet down. Ryda. That was Ackley on him defensively. They'll throw over the top of Ackley and they'll swing the ball over to Yopst now. I tell you, Jackson made space that wasn't there but couldn't get the finish. Big miss down the 7:09. And Jackson made the steal and didn't travel, and he stayed in bounds and got the ball off to Yopst. Wilburn passed up the 3-ball. Ryda won't. He's open. He puts it up. Off the rim and no good. Smalls with the rebound, spins, backs up, and got it. Raheem Smalls has made some big shots here late in the ball game. Comstock holding on the edge. Thought about the 3. I don't think he was serious about it. Get the ball back now. Oh, great penetration. And the finish by Comstock. Oh, he came down on the calf muscle awkwardly. Up ahead to Jackson. Got it the other end. One of the rare times that the Saints were able to get down the floor. Ackley trying to clear out Ryda. That's going to be a timeout by Castleton. After that timeout, Castleton will have the basketball back again. Down to 5:53 to go in this basketball game. It's a 6-point lead, and there's the clear out. There's the help defense, and Comstock goes right by it. He just missed the shot, tipped around and picked back up by Knight. Paul pulled the shot down. Smart move, use the clock. Schneider will spin, and Ackley trying to sell the ball fake, and Smalls with the steal. He's got a 1-on-2 break, and he's going to take it up, and they're going to call a blocking foul. Basket's going to be good. That's going to send Smalls to the line, and that's going to send Hughes and Cochran back in the contest. Yeah, so Smalls cut the lead to 4, and he's at the free throw line, a chance to. They need to take somebody off the floor, and it's going to be Comstock coming off the floor. Wow, probably the final time he'll take a break tonight. And Smalls, big free throw here. Got it. Cuts the lead to just one possession, a 3-point ball game, 61-58. Ryda was on Hughes defensively. He was able to pass the ball into the front court tonight. I tell you, remember when the Saints were down by 16 points? Travel called on Cochran. Saints with a chance for the tie with a 3-point play. They'll have the ball side out in their home court with 5:07 to go. And that's going to be Hughes at midcourt picking up Ryda. Yaps to KJ Jackson, traveled. Oh, they're going to call it off. A foul on Castleton. The basket's going to be good. And that's going to send Jackson to the line. To be honest with you, I thought he dragged the back foot for the travel, but they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt on the ballet move, and that'll bring Rios in for Yaps for CSJ. And at the line will be KJ Jackson. For the tie, they've come all the way back from 16 points down. Last year they had the lead late in the ballgame, couldn't hold it. Oh, and it's going to stay tipped back by Smalls. Smalls kept it alive. It'll be picked up by Paul. There's Hughes to Schneider. Schneider had a strong first half. And then didn't play a lot here in the second half. Oh, great give, and the finish by Knight. And that'll be a Castleton timeout. The lead back to 3, 63-60 with 4.5 minutes to go in regulation. Ryda, Wilburn backcourt right now. Smalls, Rios, and KJ Jackson on the floor for CSJ. Schneider, Hughes, Cochran, Knight, and Paul. Smalls up on the free throw line, missed it. Couldn't believe it. Jackson goes back up, got fouled. Smart play. Took him a second, but then he realized instead of kicking the ball back out, he just goes right up to the hole with it. It'll be a 63-60 game, 4:14 to go. Jackson at the line. Got it. And Comstock coming in for Cochran now. Again, like I said, 4:14 to go. I'll be surprised if Comstock comes out of the ball game again here for Castleton. One-point ball game here at CSJ. Well, it's lived up to its hype, and it's billing Castleton and CSJ, and that's Hughes able to bully his way into the front court against Ryda. Comstock against Jackson, took him up high and just broke him down. Beautiful. What a weapon to have, Comstock. What a weapon. They've got to change the defense. They can't let Comstock isolate a defender one-on-one with no help. Lead back to 3. 3:48 to go in the basketball game. Ryda to Wilburn. Needs some help. Gets it to Jackson. There's Smalls with a great catch, and the finish by Smalls! 65-64, Castleton with the lead. Comstock between circles. Again, they've spread the floor, and this is where somebody's got to step up and help. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Well, that's a gutsy call. I didn't see it, but it had to happen. They called it, and there'll be 4 fouls on Jackson. And again, though, somewhere they've got to have help defense on Comstock. It's a great coaching job by Castleton. just using him to his fullest ability to isolate him on the defender like that. I tell you, I think that's Comstock's first miss of the night. Leaves it at a 65-64 Castleton lead. And he'll get the second one. 2-point ball game with 3:16 to go. A lot of foul trouble for the Saints though. Jackson, Rios, Wilburn. And a timeout taken, full timeout taken by the Saints. 66-64. Castleton with the lead on Munger Vision. Yeah, shot clock. Good thing they brought it up. 25 seconds left on the shot clock. And Ryda with Dami Mustafa on him. They didn't let the, I love the defensive alignment by Castleton. Rios with a nice grab, stuff, out of bounds. That's after a timeout though. Oh, that's kind of stuff. Young team, young team. That'll drive Coach Bartlett nuts. Knight coming in for Mustafa as they make an offense-defense change there, and will stay 2-point lead for Castleton with just a tad under 3 minutes to go. Tell you, Hughes and Ryda have been a blast to watch play against each other tonight. 25 on the shot clock. Knight with Wilburn following him all the way to the elbow. Pass tipped, ends up in the hands of Comstock. That's where they want it to go anyways. Now they want him to trap. This is up, 3-ball. Ball! Two-pointer they say. Paul with a dagger. 68-64. Now it's a matter of composure. Smalls faked the free throw, went up and finger rolled it around and in! What a teaser. 2-point ball game and a pass to midcourt. The numbers are there right now for Castleton. Mathematically, yeah, and the finish, that was too easy. It was a 4-on-3 for Castleton. Lead back to 4. Wilburn might have got away with some steps, and tell you, he had an open look, but he just hasn't had confidence in his shot tonight. Rios feels it. Rio Grande! 70-69, the Saints down by 1. Hughes kept the dribble alive, right around him on the side, no whistle on the play. They'll give it off to Paul. Now Paul's just been deadly here on the perimeter for Castleton. Comstock holds, Comstock waits. 16 on the shot clock. Minute 23 to go in the game clock. They run the wheel up top. Comstock to the elbow. Paul for 3. No, weak side rebound, Ryda. 70-69. Castleton with the lead on the defense. That's Smalls coming out to meet the ball. 30 seconds difference in shot clock, game clock. Jackson backs in, high off backward, missed the shot badly. Schneider was there defensively. 16 seconds difference on the shot clock and game clock. 1-point lead. Everybody's going to be shooting 2 the rest of the night. 9 team fouls apiece. They'll run the wheel up top. This is where they're going to need help against Comstock. And stripped it away. Wilburn going for the lead will be fouled. Comstock with a smart play to make a play on the ball so it's not an intentional foul. A lot of time left, people. 2 shots coming up for Wilburn. Third foul on Comstock, 10th on the team, 70-69, and Wilburn stepping to the line. Been an awesome ball game, people, and you watch it on Munger Vision. Tie game at 70. There's going to be no shot clock whoever gets possession of the ball next. So if it's not a fluid situation, they could actually play for the last shot. Got it. Saints will take the lead by 1, 71-70. After a horrific first half filled with lack of transitional defense and turnovers, unforced errors, the Saints have come back from at least 16 down to take a 71-70 lead over Castleton. Now will they press full court? Yeah, they're going to put some pressure in the backcourt. There is no shot clock. And Castleton with a chance to win it on the final possession. Followed by the Saints will lead to 2 shots by Castleton. Hughes. Tonight, whoa, what steps, no good. Rebound, Saints have it, Saints are fouled. Hold everything though, a lot of ball game left. Even if they make both free throws, that's still a 1-possession game, a 3-point basket. It's 2 shots coming up for KJ Jackson. That's been a great ball game. Jackson, here's the big one though, right here. This is the big one. And they're going to take a timeout. Full timeout. That's what I was waiting to see. Oh, a lot of strategy left to be played out in this final 12.9 seconds. Jackson with an all-important, huge free throw here. Missed it. Smalls got the rebound. They had to foul immediately. Huge rebound by Smalls. And down to 11.5 seconds ago. Smalls is going to get 2 shots. The foul's assessed to Mike Knight. That's his 4th personal. Shot up by Smalls. Got it. It's a 3-point ball game right now. And Castleton going to burn a timeout. Well, just reset it. Saints got off to a horrific start in the ball game. Like I said, they had double-digit turnovers in that first half. A lot of them were unforced errors. Fell behind by at least 16 points at one point. Weren't getting back in defensive transition. Castleton, I tell you, they're a good-looking ball club. They had things under control. Comstock was beating them inside and outside. They had Cochran and Paul putting up the 3-point shots. Eisenberg off the bench doing well. And then the Saints changed the tempo about 5 minutes into the second half and started grinding their way back in and have their first lead now with less than a minute to go. It's at 3 right now, 73-70. And the Grand Union player of the game, man, I tell you, you could just give a shirt to everybody on that CSJ team. Here's Smalls, make it a 2-possession ball game. And he'll roll it in. Now if you're the Saints, you don't want to foul. I mean, that's stating the obvious. 30-second timeout by Coach Bartlett. I'm not sure if he wanted it, but they'll take it. Now, here's the thing. Do you extend the defense and, you know, pressure in the backcourt, or you set up in half court? Do you play somebody on the ball? And again, you can't stress enough. The last thing you want to do if you're the Saints is foul. You have 19 fouls. And still plenty of time left. I mean, I've seen 4-point leads evaporate much quicker with less time than what we have on the clock right now. Munger Vision bringing you this one. Told you it was going to be a great ball game. Told you all season long leading up to it. And they are going to keep Ryder in the back court. Nobody playing Comstock right now. That's interesting. Okay, it's going to be Wilburn on Comstock. Hughes split the defense and missed it. Comstock up, got it. Took 2 seconds left on the clock. And that's going to be the ball game, and the Saints are going to upset Castleton, as that's the ball game. The Saints of the NAIA Sunrise Conference have knocked off Castleton 74-72. Congratulations to both teams for an excellent effort. And I tell you, I got to go with Raheem Smalls as the player of the game. And just a great effort by everybody. Remember, you saw it on Munger Vision.